Monaco runs on a different rhythm. Even the silence feels expensive. Early evening starts slowly. The sun drops behind the hills, casting a golden glow over the buildings. Balconies filled with people enjoying a final glass of rose before heading out. Down at Port Hercules, crews polish out railings until they reflect like mirrors. Security is tight but subtle. Cameras are everywhere, yet you barely notice them. Privacy is currency here. Many of the world's wealthiest choose Monaco because they can live freely without constant intrusion. You could be standing next to a billionaire at a cafe and never know it. The fashion scene also sets Monaco apart. It's not about trends. It's about timeless pieces, tailored blazers, silk dresses, handcrafted leather bags, high jewelry that whispers instead of shouts. Everything feels curated. Even casual dinners feel elevated. Restaurants like Café de Paris and Cipriani are filled with polished conversations and low laughter. No one seems rushed. There's an understanding that time here is valuable. And so, is presentation be why the time the streetlights turn on, the entire city feels staged. Not artificial. Just prepared. Like it's about to host something important. Because in Monaco, every night is important that as the evening deepens. The energy outside Casino Square becomes magnetic. Tourists gather along the edges, pretending to check their phones while secretly waiting for the next arrival. Locals move with purpose, barely glancing at the spectacle the silver Ferrari glides in, engine humming smoothly. Moments later, a deep blue Bentley pulls up behind it. Drivers step out first, adjusting jackets, scanning the area discreetly. Then the passengers emerge. Heels touch pavement carefully. A silk dress catches the light. Diamonds flicker under the glow of the casino entrance. Conversations are calm, almost quiet. As if loud voices would break the mood, there's choreography to it. Doors open at the perfect angle. A quick exchange of keys. A nod from the valet who recognizes half the guests by name. Familiarity matters here. Sometimes you'll see women arriving alone, confidently handing over the keys to a supercar. No entourage, no dramatic entrance, just presence. Other nights, small groups arrive together, stepping out of Rolls-Royce like they just finished a private dinner aboard a yacht. They greet each other with kisses on both cheeks. Laughter soft but genuine. No one seems impressed by the cars. That's what makes it impressive in Monaco. Luxury isn't a surprise. It's the standard inside. Lighting is low and flattering. Nothing harsh. Gold accents reflect off mirrored walls. Staff move quickly but smoothly, trained to anticipate needs before they're spoken. At VIP tables, conversations happen in close circles. Business cards are rarely exchanged publicly. Instead, phones come out briefly, contact are shared, and devices disappear again. Discretion is everything. The dance floor fills gradually. Designer heels mix with polished loafers and tailored suits. The music builds slowly, deep bass vibrating through the floor. The DJ knows the crowd. It's international. European, Middle Eastern, American, Asian. Money from every corner of the world gathered in one room. Champagne arrives with sparklers, but the reaction is controlled. A few smiles, a quiet toast. Glasses raised with elegance. No chaos. No spilling. Some of the most powerful people in the room don't stand out at first glance. A simple black dress. A minimalist watch. But look closer and you'll notice the craftsmanship, the cut, the details that reveal true value. Private security blends into the background. Eyes always watching, but never obvious. And in the middle of it all, the rich ladies of Monaco move with total comfort. This isn't a special occasion. It's just another Friday night. Their style is intentional. Dresses are tailored to fit perfectly. Makeup enhances, never overwhelms. Hair is styled but still natural. Nothing looks forced. Many of these women grew up around wealth. They were taught how to hold a conversation at a gala before they were teenagers. They understand art, finance, politics. They can discuss global markets as easily as fashion houses. Others built their own success. Tech founders who relocated for tax advantages. Real estate investors who closed deals across Europe. Luxury brand owners whose products sit in boutiques just a few streets away. Fitness is part of the lifestyle. Mornings often begin with private Pilates sessions overlooking the sea. Afternoons might include charity meetings or yacht viewings. Evenings are social but purposeful. There's a quiet competitiveness, but it's subtle. It's about influence, connections, and access. Who knows who is invited where, who is hosting the next private event during the yacht show. What stands out most is composure. No frantic energy. No chasing attention. Confidence here is calm. They don't need to prove they belong in Monaco. They already do. The sound of engines echoing off the buildings creates its own soundtrack. Not aggressive, just powerful. Controlled bursts of acceleration as cars move between traffic lights. Collectors here treat cars like art. Limited production models are common. Custom paint finishes worth six figures. Interiors stitched to match yacht upholstery. Some vehicles are flown in just for the summer season. Car spotting becomes a nightly ritual. Groups gather near the Hotel de Paris terrace, quietly rating each new arrival. Not loudly, just subtle nods of approval. You might see a father explaining to his daughter why a certain Ferrari model is rare, or a group of friends debating the specs of a new hybrid hypercar. Knowledge runs deep. This isn't random spending. It's passion mixed with wealth. Underground garages beneath luxury. Residences hide entire collections. Climate-controlled, secured, private. For many billionaires, the garage is as important as the penthouse, and the women are just as involved. Some prefer sleek Aston Martins. Others love the height and presence of a customized G-Wagon. A few drive their own supercars confidently through the narrow streets in Monaco. Cars aren't weekend toys. The harbor grows quieter after 2 a.m., but the real exclusivity begins then. Invitations are never public. A simple message sent earlier in the evening. A location pin. Dock number. Yacht name. Boarding is smooth and discreet. Crew members greet guests by name. Shoes are sometimes exchanged for soft deck slippers. Champagne is already chilled. Crystal glasses lined up neatly on a silver tray. The upper deck becomes a social center. Low white sofas. Soft ambient lighting built into the stairs and railings. The sea, almost black against the reflection of Monaco's skyline. Music plays through hidden speakers, just loud enough to create mood without interrupting conversation. Groups form naturally. A jewelry designer speaking with a venture capitalist. A model-turned-entrepreneur discussing a skincare launch. A yacht broker quietly negotiating a future charter for someone's summer in Sardinia. Below deck, the atmosphere feels more intimate. A cigar lounge in one corner. A tasting of rare tequila or aged whiskey in another. Laughter carries lightly across the water. Phones come out briefly for photos, but rarely posted in real time. Privacy is respected. What happens on the yacht stays on the yacht. As the night stretches toward morning, heels are abandoned near lounge chairs. Makeup softens. Conversations become honest. Living this way requires more than money in the bank. It requires structure. Teams, advisors, lawyers, wealth managers who ensure